the backcourt. Then it's Walker Kessler, then it's Riza-Shea, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. And for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Murray. Then it's Kobe White, then it's Ball, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
The 3 from Riza-Shea. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Riza-Shea will be nailing threes for many years to come.
And Ball throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Pass to Hendricks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he drops the first.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 6 points.
And we have seen Ball add some muscle over the years so that he can power through that contact.
Pass to Kessler. George outside. Now here's Sexton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
Pass to George. Sexton against White. Here's Hendricks. The rebound by Murray. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. DeRozan for 3. No good that time. For Utah, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Sexton. It's tipped. Here's the break. Here's Vucevic. Ball passes to Murray. The 3 from DeRozan. Knocks down the long J.
Now, how easy to rise and fire on the catch is it if you're DeMar DeRozan, such a pure, gifted scorer?
Pass to Riza-Shea. Kicks it to George. The Jazz again can't hit. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And that one's good. Give him 8.
You have to clog up all available lanes because Ball can still score on physical defenders.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Lonzo Ball.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
It's George on the wing, pounded by Ball. George, good.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Snatched away. The 3 is up. Utah, the rebound. Sexton passes to George. Great look, but off the mark.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track. Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Counted. Risache's got 5 points.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
Yep, that one goes.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Stolen by Ball. In transition. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
And Vucevic over to help. Pass to Kessler. Here's Risache. Covered by Vucevic. Back to Kessler. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scout Sexton with the dunk.
And yep, it's good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Jazz trail by 6. And here's George. His last outing, he had 20. You know, from day one of the NBA, Keyonte George had the ability to create his own shot like few others do.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keyonte George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
Claxton against Vucevic. Murray passes to DeRozan. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nick Claxton. We're just a few games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think, BA, it's hugely important. What we've learned historically is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, if you're younger, can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games, big time important. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
George against Ball. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Murray. Seattle leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Clarkson for 3. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
George with the bucket.
Wow, Keyonte George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Here's DeRozan. The layup off target. Jazz trail by 6. Clarkson for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Over Collins. And it's DeRozan missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's George. Collins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Here's George. Shots blocked.
And blocks like this fire balls team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
Utah making a switch here. Kornet's checked in. Here's Kornet. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
This is what Ball is known for. A selfless player who is terrific at facilitating the offense.
Down low. Here's Clarkson. And he throws it down with one hand.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
There's Ball with a three. Utah with the rebound. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 14-4 run. And he's going for the lob. Vucevic with the steal. Here's Murray. Finished off the break. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And good work on defense from Vucevic. I mean, his coaches and teammates appreciate when he hustles on this end.
Here's Clarkson. That one a little long.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Nikola Vucevic, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bulls. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got DeMar DeRozan. Lonzo Ball is out there with Coby White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Murray in at the 4. And Ball gets it to go.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
And for the Jazz, we've got Colin Sexton. John Collins out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's Riza Shea, and it's Hendricks in at the 3. Now Sexton. Coming off a 22-point game against Denver. 2 on the clock. And Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz. Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Jazz trail by 9. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Hendricks, defended by DeRozan. Hendricks, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Ball with it. Picked up by Sexton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams at crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Kessler, he's checked in for Cornett. And the Jazz call time here. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
The home team on D. Outside Sexton. Pass to Riza Shea. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Sexton against Ball. Now here's Sexton. Banked it in off the glass. Sexton's got 6.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Sexton against ball. Sexton misses. Seattle leading by 10. Ooh, poked away and stolen by Sexton. In transition, here come the Jazz. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by DeRozan.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Tries yet again. Rizachet, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Murray. And he drains the quick shot. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Kessler up top, covered by Vucevic. Pass to Rizachet. On the wing, Sexton. 5 on the clock. Arced it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Jazz, 3rd.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
There's Ball with a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Back to Sexton. Pass to Hendricks to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by White. And White has got the ball here for Seattle. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Sexton. White against Clarkson. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Hendricks. That's tipped. And they're on the run. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Well, the post game, the jump shot, Vucevic, a capable scorer who loves taking over on the offensive end.
And Utah calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
John Collins checked in for Utah. Here's George. He's got 5. Clarkson outside. Utah with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Second team foul.
Now, DeMar DeRozan remains a remarkable offensive talent. He has now crossed that remarkable 20,000 career point club.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's Clarkson missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
George scanning the floor. Will it go? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with the Suns, seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Kornet's checked in for Utah.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Out to the right wing. Here's Kornet. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Kornet's got 4 points in the quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. A minute and a half left in the second period. George passes to Kornet. Pass to Clarkson. 6 to shoot.
He's lost some of the momentum he had earlier. The defense is really clamping down on him now.
White looking it over. Here's DeRozan. Shoots over Collins. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
DeRozan. Count it. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Clarkson outside. Murray against Collins. Clarkson outside. From 13. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
DeRozan for 3. Utah with the rebound. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Kornet. Clarkson outside. From deep three-point range. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Seattle ending the quarter. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout system.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nikola Vucevic has been sensational.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Ball is out there with Coby White. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Murray, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. On defense, the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. DeRozan for three.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Poke loose. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. Pass to Hendricks. Over Murray. Hendricks, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Looking to end this cold spell. To get it again. DeRozan outside. From outside the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. George against Ball. Oh, DeRozan with the block. To the middle. Pass to Ball. Outside White. The steal. Here's Reza Shea, covered by Vucevic. And here's George. It's George on the wing. Jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall. George has got 10 points.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's Ball. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Utah calls time here.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Claxton, he's checked in for Hendricks. Kessler passes to Claxton. Sexton against White. Back to Claxton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Personal foul.
And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
George with it, guarded by Vucevic. The putback. It's good on the putback. 12 points for him.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. On the wing, DeRozan. And he makes it.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Pass to Kessler. Murray against George. Seattle pulls it in. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by Murray, and he comes up with a bucket. Murray's got 11 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Kessler with it. Pass to Reza Shea. Kicks it to George. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Wow, that's really good work inside. For DeMar DeRozan, you know, he knows how to get in position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Here's Clarkson. and it's blocked by Vucevic. And they get it back. For three, Collins. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
With the 10-footer. Some solid defense from Claxton.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Sexton against Ball and is blocked. They've got numbers. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 19 points. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Claxton with the block.
Well, the length of Claxton allowing him to reach out and affect the shot. That is really good defensive work.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Murray passes to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan leaves, no doubt. What a finish.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Collins. Clarkson with the ball. 10 points for him. Over White. Got a piece of it. In transition. Here they come. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for two.
And he makes the first. The Jazz making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Hits both from the stripe.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Ball against Sexton. And Vucevic with the block. The three from Reza Shea.
It'll be a
and that's out of bounds.
Jazz
last touch by White. Primo, he's checked in for Utah. Russell Westbrook comes in for Sexton.
Russell Westbrook.
Five to shoot. Pass to Collins. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Primo. And it falls all over the rim and in. Primo's got his first points of the night.
Well, the awareness of John Collins to understand my teammate's open, let me find it. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Ball. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Murray passes to Vucevic. Can't get it to drop. He's now shooting 10 for 14. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Shoots over Ball. Seattle pulls it in. Vucevic has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Ball outside. Pass to Murray. Takes the three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 7 tonight. 36 seconds left in the third. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. DeRozan finds Vucevic. To the inside. The kick out to Ball. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. Here's Primo. Down low. Collins passes to Westbrook. And he's going for the oop here. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. White for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Seattle up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their defense has stood out. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Luke Cornett, Russell Westbrook out there with Sarr. And it's Primo in at the 2. Inside. Here's DeRozan. The kick out to White. Lets it fly. DeRozan left side. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Out to the right wing. Here's Westbrook. Good D by Ball.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Westbrook, and rejected.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his first points in this one.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Yep, count it.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Primo. He's guarded by White. From deep, Sarr. On target from range. Sarr's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the middle. And he dumps it down.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Utah's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Westbrook, the pass to Cornett. We're in the fourth, turned over.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Clarkson's checked in for Utah. And it's Seattle with the ball. And here's Ball. The shot that time not on target. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Primo passes to Sarr. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by DeRozan. Here's Murray. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Tipped away. Ooh, he couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. George, he's checked in for Primo.
Into the lineup for the Jazz, Keontae George.
And it's Seattle with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by the Jazz. Cornet's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sensabaugh. Vucevic with some nice D.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And again, it's Seattle missing. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Here's Clarkson on the take. Seattle pulls it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's blocked. Now George. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Vucevic. And it's Clarkson missing. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Murray's got 19 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Sarr. Clarkson outside. And it's Clarkson again missing.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Tonight you see why Vucevic was an all-star, gifted scorer, can carry an offense. This guy's got the whole package offensively.
Clarkson for 3. Seattle pulls it in. DeRozan's got rebound number 11. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
And it's Ball on the drive. And Ball throws it down.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's George to stop the drought. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Vucevic. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Vucevic has got 6 here in the quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Shot's good by Sarr.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Ball's doubled. DeRozan outside. Vucevic, the pass to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ball. Back to Vucevic. Kicks it to DeRozan. There's the 3. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Lonzo Ball.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Clock at 6. George drives in. And George with the jam.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Ball finds DeRozan. And it's Cornette with a rebound. 26 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to George. Another shot. Cornette with the bucket.
Cornette.
That gives him a double-double in this one.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So we see Seattle get the win here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort.